Hey, Robert back here. Just want to share with you some flea market finds. Haven't hit many yard sales lately, but I did get a few good scores at a flea market. Okay, when I went into the flea market, the first aisle, didn't see anything in it interested me. But then I go down the second aisle. In the second aisle, I see this lantern. See the nickel fountain. Wasn't exactly sure what it was when I first seen it. And then I looked at the top of it, and it was, you can see that thing is toast. There's not really any enamel left on it, but the rest of the lantern, man, it is nice. It's gonna clean up real well. This is not the original globe, but it does have a beautiful green sunshine Coleman globe. Looks like a good pair of silk lights on there. I'm guessing I could change this cap gasket and oil the pump leather, and this thing will fire up the way it sits. And y'all thinking, why did he buy a ratty old lantern like it? Well, I knew it was different. Didn't know what it was, but I bought it. And I put pictures online. Come to find out, this is a 227 big hat. It's the first big hat Coleman ever made on a lantern. And I thought I would just swap out the ventilator, but the thing is, this has got the what they call the captive vent nut. And trying to find another one of these ventilators with the captive vent nut is probably got a better chance of winning the lottery when I'm not playing it. Do have an idea. As you can see, this is pretty much toast. And the enamel is gone on that. I'm not sure what they've done right there. I've never seen that. It looks like they've clamped it with vice grips or something. I don't know. But like I said, it's pretty well shot. But the ideal is got this old ventilator here I found on a 228 that somebody has made that part there. And they just kind of wired it together on there real tight around that lip, and it works. But then we go back to the captive vent nut problem. To keep this original to this 227, I really need to keep that captive vent nut. And that green is not a perfect match for that. I don't really want to go with that mesh. It's cool on a custom build. I have this other ventilator that the top rusted off of. It's not perfect shape. I did wire it back together right here on the side where it was broke apart. But the plan is, if I could, want to take this part there out of there. I don't think it'd be too much trouble, as rusty as it is, to break it on out of there. And I can use this cap with the captive vent nut on top of this and have a much better looking vent. And basically the same except it's got the 3 notches there, whatever those were for. But this one will look so much better. And this is an old globe. It's a beautiful globe. You can see that. Got the green Coleman sunshine. But I'm thinking this would have originally had the mica chimney with a door where you can reach in and use that tip cleaner and light the lantern. I'll have to do a little research on it, but I'm guessing it had the mica chimney. So I know the ventilator is ratty, but 15 bucks. I don't think I done too bad for a really rare lantern. Next lantern, I paid more for this than I wanted to, but this thing was screaming to go home with me. Same booth. Got the other one for 15, I guess because of the ratty ventilator. But this is a 242C, and I think it's going to clean up pretty well. And I really love this reflector on here. I'm thinking that might be hand forged. That thing is heavy. It only attaches from the bottom. You can see that the bottom doesn't touch anything. It's got a couple of screws in there, maybe for a different model, I don't know, but that thing is solid like that. I mean, it carries really well. And like I said, I give 30 bucks for this one, but I think I'm not even sure if I want to clean that up. I may just get that running, and it's got character. I may just get this running and burn it just the way it is. What do y'all think? Okay, the next stall I went to is Mostly Tools. They had some really good prices on their tools. I mean, I'm going to go back into that place. I've been wanting to go there several years, but I've always working when I passed it and never did get a chance. But I just happened to be in the town not working, and I stopped and checked it out. Anyway, the next stall after the tools, I run into these. I get 4 of these kits. Check that out, $5.25. So I get 4 complete kits for the Swedish Army mess kit. Each one comes with a new fuel bottle, a new Trangia style, basically the Trangia, but this is the Svea. This is a 62, NC 62. I'm assuming this 62 is a year because the one in my kit, my full kit, has a 68 on it. So that may be the year that those were made, maybe. I'd have to do a little research on that. But this is a complete kit. You all have seen that before. But for $5.25 a piece, and I seen them on Etsy. You can get them out of Sweden, shipped to the United States for $26.99 a kit, and it takes forever for them to get here. But $5, and I get the whole kit. A new Trangia stove. Couldn't pass them up. Now, this is the stainless steel version. This is a little more rare, a little harder to find. But you can still buy the aluminum kits for starting out around $59, something like that. And stainless steel you're going to pay a lot more for. But it's hard to find the pot itself. You can find these are a lot more, you're a lot more likely to find the kits that go with them than you will the actual pot. And they say you can use the other countries' kits with them. This is a West German. West German won't actually work without modification, but with a little modification it will work well. I mean, it'll work good to cook just like that. But if you could take your Dremel tool widen out that notch right there just a little bit, and widen out the two side slots just a little bit. That would drop right down in there, and you have a perfect kit. And the East German may sit right directly down in it. Some of them will, maybe the Hungarian or Romanian. I'm not sure. I have to do a little research, but some of them do sit in there. This particular kit doesn't sit perfectly. It could take some modifications. And kits like this are a little easier to come by. West German, I'm not sure about that. I haven't seen a whole lot of those, but several other countries you can get this same style kidney shaped kit that will sit down in there for fairly easy. Okay, my buddy Hollis was asking about these kits. I don't think he'd seen them before. But let's go ahead and say we have a cup of coffee in here. Like I said, this is a stainless steel version. You can see inside here it's got the two wire legs. You just raise those up like that, set it back down, open your kit up, got your cup. Now, this is not original to it, this is just what I keep in mind. It's just a set of camp utensils, spoon, fork. You got the knife and the can opener, corkscrew. A couple packs of coffee. My burner. And I do keep that in a Ziploc bag just in case I don't get the lid on there tight and it would happen to leak. You've always got that extra layer of protection. But you take the lid off and you just set it in the bottom. Okay, I went ahead and put me some steel plates under there because I didn't want to melt my mat. Not sure how hot the bottom of that will get. But you don't have to actually set that in the stove. You can leave it sitting there. You can light it right there. Once that gets hot, it will come to a bloom and start burning out the jets around the edge. Got my fan going, so let's go ahead and set our windscreen on there. Hear a couple of pops there in the background. That's that stove the jets are trying to ignite. And done 20 ounces of water. Put that lid on there to hold that heat in for a little quicker boil. Now we'll wait. Okay, the lid on these things, they're not very deep. You could use it for a plate or a bowl. You can also use it for frying. It's kind of shallow. You can actually use it for frying pan. These two loops on the handle. These are made, you can stick a stick in there and you could reach that out into the campfire and set it on the coals without burning yourself, or you could use the bayonet, whatever you have. Also set it like that, use it as like a double boiler. Not sure if I'm doing this correctly. This bell has two loops in it. One is in the center where you can hang it like that. The other one is offset, and that is for that hook there. Use that. You can bring your hook around, and your hook will hook in there. In the offset position, that will hold that hook, and you can turn it to pour your water without spilling it. Okay, she's fully bloomed now. She's burning like she's supposed to. Full force. Not quite boiling yet, but she's about to. See, hard rolling bull. Generally have my multi-tool on me. Right now I don't, so I just use these old pliers. Just pick that up. And you don't have to, but I like to remove that ring out there before I do it, but you can smother it out. It's that simple. She's out now. Put a ring back in there, so not forget that, so we can seal that. The bottom of that didn't get too hot. I can hold it in my hand there. Not comfortable. I mean, it is hot, but I don't think it probably hurts to just set that right on the table. Folger's bag. Like I said, with the hook on there, you should be able to just pick that up and pour from the side. I've already got my cream and sugar in there. Okay, she's starting to look like coffee. Let that seat just a minute. It's that little kit I keep in there. Pretty neat little setup. Alright. Not bad. Okay, it's gotta go out to somebody. Tell you what, Big Fred channel, had a cup for you before, but since you're the one inquired on this Transient style kit, hey, Hollis is for you, buddy. Y'all go check out the Big Fred channel. Alright, y'all know the routine. Like, share, subscribe. God bless. Okay, a little bonus footage here. I showed you all my little camp utensil kit. Really cool little kit. I didn't know anything about it. It's a vinyl case. So it's not leather. So I assumed it was probably from the 60s. Just guessing. But I went to put these up to put them away, and I didn't want to go in, and I heard paper, and I looked inside, and I pulled this out. Come apart when I opened it. Now this is really old. I don't know, it doesn't have a date, but check this out. The Atwood Combination 6. It's 6 handy utensils in one. A complete compact camper's kit. Knife, fork, spoon, corkscrew, bottle opener, and can opener. Should it be in every kit for tourist, camper, and fisherman, hunter, Boy Scout, hiker, picnicker, guide, trapper? It's just one thing for the lunchbox, etc. A simple slide movement makes each utensil instantly available. To sharpen, can't read all that. To sharpen using a flat file. Alright, can't make out what that bottom line read there because it shredded out. But case for combination 6 set. Can't read. Alright. Case for combination 6 set. Sent prepaid for 15 cents. With 3 5-cent stamps. So if you bought the case for 15 cents and this old yellow paper, how old would you reckon that would be? I mean, that's got some age to it. Much older than what I thought would be my guess.